Hi, everyone. It's Miss Moscardelli, and I'm here to just go over some of the expectations for remote learning as we're on remote learning for 14 days, and also in the event that we transition to remote learning for the rest of the semester or rest of the school year. This also will apply to our 100% remote learners, just in case they've been having a difficult time checking in, just kind of outlining what's expected on the student end and what's expected on the teacher end so that we can work together for a common goal this year. One of the first things I wanted to kind of show you all and just kind of start off with is that some of the greatest teachers of all time taught virtually. A lot of these individuals had a program or a TV show that they taught by, and people had a following for them. Your parents' generation will probably remember Mr. Rogers. They may even remember Julia Sumner Miller. So Julia Sumner Miller did the physics demonstrations in the 1970s and 1980s. Mr. Rogers was a hometown video, kind of just individual lessons about life. You see Mrs. Frizzle here. Mrs. Frizzle was from the Magic School Bus. There are various lessons with that educational show, most famous for science. We have Bill Nye the Science Guy. Neil deGrasse Tyson is also in a lot of the newer science documentaries like Fox's Cosmos. And then even just engineering, not science in general, but overall, just that practice of exploring and answering a question is the Mythbusters episodes. I think that most of you will be familiar with Mythbusters because it was a very hit TV show in the 2000s and 2010s. And then something kind of coming back in pop culture is Bob Ross. Bob Ross was a virtual teacher because many people learned how to paint from watching his show. So in this video, I'm going to go over what are the expectations for you as a student for remote learning. What are the expectations or what you can expect from me as your teacher? A quick tour of Schoology and how can you contact me? So expectations for remote learning, you are going to be accessing Schoology course each day and find the daily lessons and assignments. You need to navigate through the appropriate chapter folders for notes, videos, assignments, labs, and or quizzes or tests. Do not rely on the upcoming for your assignments. You need to be interacting with the course on a daily basis, as there are other things in the course than just the assignments to help you, like notes, for example, supplemental videos, demonstrations, and a little bit more to help give you a wide scope of the course. You need to work on the assigned information each day and communicate with me if there are any issues with understanding the material, if you're having issues with the internet, or what questions that you may have. You will complete the assignments proactively, meaning that you start them when they're given to you and do not wait to the last minute to submit. I find that students who wait to the last minute to submit often have a lot of questions on the assignments, and I'm a little less willing to answer those questions because they waited to the last minute. If you're working on the assignments early and have questions as you go, I'm more than happy to work with you on those assignments. What can you expect from me? I'm going to provide videos to teach those individual lessons on a daily basis. Please be aware that some of these videos may be YouTube or other teaching programs simply because of the workload that I have on my end. With teaching 4 different classes, I have to rely on other sources so that I can still answer your questions and emails on a daily basis, create your assignments for you to submit, and assess your progress in my class. Assignments and quizzes will have at least a 2-day window to complete. Some quizzes may have time limits. Your tests will be announced in advance to the lessons. Those test dates are always in there. And your test will only be available on the day that it's assigned. I usually give a time frame from 8 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. So you can take it at any time during the day, but there will be an assigned time to take that test. You only have maybe an hour limit, for example, on a multiple choice test, whereas on something that has math-based, I'll give you a little more time so you can type in the math. During this remote learning for the next 14 days, during your scheduled class times on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, a WebEx meeting will be held. These are optional meetings. You do not have to attend, but the purpose of those meetings is for me to answer any questions that you have, provide tutoring on any kind of topic, and allow for teacher-student interaction while remote. 100% remote learners are more than welcome to attend those WebEx meetings as desired. I will have your materials ready later than 8 a.m. of the day that they are scheduled to be completed. Many of those assignments will be set up ahead of time, but sometimes it takes me a little bit to get caught up and to prepare all of those assignments. So just in case I don't have them a couple of days ahead of time, you will have them by 8 o'clock on the day that you are to work on them. What are student expectations on a daily basis? You have to log into Schoology every day, and you have to access My Course every day. You can't just simply check the upcoming task list. You need to look through the folders for materials. In those materials, you're going to complete the daily assignments. Daily assignments may include just taking notes for the day, maybe watching a video and taking notes for the day, or completing digital content. If you are experiencing any issues at any time, if it's with technology, please email me so that I understand what your technology issue is, or call the high school if it's with your laptops. The more communication you have, the sooner we can resolve this and get back to learning. Let me know if you are experiencing any issues with the assignments or digital material. You can message me directly or email me. And then the last comment is for you just to be proactive and plan ahead. Look ahead at the daily material for the next day and plan time management for those upcoming days. Maybe you have a test coming up in one class and maybe you have a project in another. You can look and see how much time are you going to have to dedicate to My Course in comparison to your other courses each day. So kind of make yourself a calendar and prepare yourselves for these next 14 days. I'm going to real quick show you what does it look like whenever you're going in Schoology and where to find all the materials. I've had a lot of questions about where things are, and I promise you it's not that hard to find those materials. I'm going to just follow my honors chemistry class because it's got the most types of information on it. So when you come to the landing page, you're going to find that there's sometimes an announcement at the top. I work hard to try to put the daily lesson as the announcement so that it's not missed. But where you find these daily lesson plans is going to be in the daily assignments and plans folder. As a district, we've been asked to put everything in a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday folder format. So you're going to find what is Monday, September 21st. So these are the same plans that are in the announcement, but if the announcement isn't there, this is still where you find your plans. I will try my best to link individual activities in these plans. If you can't access the links here, or if I do not have a chance to get those links, I'm going to show you where to find those course material. So for example, this course today is taking notes. They're watching a video and taking notes on there. So what they can do is access the notes folder in chapter 1. Each one of my classes are going to be organized by chapter content, and each of the chapter content folders are going to contain individualized folders based off of what is in there. So I will always have a notes folder. That's where you're going to have the note outlines that are completed in class. You're also going to see that there are videos to help teach that material in that notes folder. Any kind of assignments that you have that are not tests or quizzes, whether this is working out book problems, whether it's submitting a digital assignment, is going to be in the assignments folder. The videos folder is going to be supplemental videos. It may be demonstration videos or Edpuzzle assignments. The labs folder is going to have lab activities. This is for chemistry so that you can see all of the things that you need for your labs. Sometimes you just see the individual lab assignment, but there are other pieces that go with the lab. So it's important to be checking the labs folders. And then you're going to see tests and quizzes or assessments. This is where tests and quizzes are for chemistry. If you're in environmental biology, I've simplified this down to just have notes, assignments, and videos. So this is what it looks like for my course, and everything is very interactive and organized and easy to find. So last but not least, if you have any questions, just give me an email at kmoscardelli@piusabirds.net, or you can send me a message in Schoology. I want to keep everything nice and smooth for this transition to remote, and I'm willing to work with you. I just hope that with open communication, we can troubleshoot any issues that you have, and I look forward to working with you all.